This is Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag Update. Well, the corn market traded higher from improving demand for U.S. corn and delays in the corn harvest. Wet, snowy weather in the western Corn Belt and rain in the eastern Corn Belt have put the brakes on much of the harvest activity. The weekly export sales report was much stronger than expected, coming in at 72.1 million bushels. Total export commitments are now 14.3 million metric tons ahead of last year and 7 million ahead of 2018. It's going to be pretty interesting to see if the USDA increases projected exports in their November report. Soybeans closed steady to slightly higher as they were pressured late in the session by speculative fund selling. We did have more encouraging news yesterday with the announcement of the sale of 132,000 tons of beans to an unknown destination and 152,000 tons to Mexico. The weekly export sales report was also friendly as it came in at 81.8 million bushels. On the export front, I think that it's pretty interesting to note that China has committed to 72% of what the USDA would consider their share of the U.S. total shipments for the year. Usually, China has between 40 and 51% of their total booked by this date. You can certainly make the case that exports will end up being larger than what the USDA currently has forecast based on that buying pattern. Wheat just couldn't catch a break yesterday. The weekly export sales report came in at a disappointing 13.5 million bushels. The weather forecast seemed to indicate the possibility of beneficial rain for both Russia and the U.S. southern plains. And to top it all off, we saw speculative selling as traders rushed to take some profits off the table. The trifecta of bad news had all three wheat exchanges down anywhere from 7 to 10 cents for the session. Cotton futures had another good performance yesterday as we saw futures closing at the highest level thus far on the rally. December futures led the way, closing up 90 points as they settled at 71.94. Livestock futures were on the ropes and getting pummeled yesterday. December live cattle futures ended the day $1.10 lower, while November feeder cattle were 72.5 cents lower at the closing bell. Lean hog futures took the worst beating, with the December futures down the $3 limit at the close. Class 3 milk futures shook off Wednesday's losing session and posted a very nice close yesterday. At the closing bell, we had November futures 53 points higher as they settled at 21.44. And meat cutout values were all stronger yesterday. Choice box beef was 39 cents higher as they closed at 208.86. Select boxes were up 17 cents to settle at 191.08. And pork carcass cutout values were 68 cents higher as they ended the session at $98.84 per hundredweight. This has been Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag Update. We'll be right back with more financial issues after this.